Yo, so I'm back from a run. Um, I think it's 70 minutes. Probably going to do another 10 minutes later on, just in the bare feet. Nice and easy. You know, uh, Correct my form because I'm a heel striker. I want to land on my toes. So I've been thinking. Why is it that the Irish distance runners are not as good as they were like in the mid to late 70s, 1980s? I'm thinking, it's the training is so scientific. There's more like I'm starting to think, we train better now, the elite Irish runners today than we've ever have. Like we're training better now than we were in like the 80s, but we're still not running as fast. Why is that? I think a lot of it is just down to hunger, willpower, toughness, what you're willing to give. Like if you think about it, a lot of the Irish guys who are say 30 years old in the year 1986, let's say, while they've grown up, they would have grown up like in poverty, like mostly. Because Ireland was a very poor nation for Western European standards. It wasn't until like 1997, the year I was born, that we had like an economic boom and things started changing. Ireland was very much like almost like a third world nation. It's tough. Like people had to, young kids had to, get jobs, like on the weekends and during the holidays to, not to go out and buy PlayStations, but to, help their parents like survive so everybody can eat enough. Do you know what I mean? And that creates hunger and willpower. Like I even read up an interview about this guy Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's a bodybuilder. It's a different sport, but you can take work ethic and put it into that. He said, he grew up in poverty. I think he didn't have like running water even when he was growing up, and I think it was Austria. And he said that gave him a certain level of hunger, determination, that helped him succeed in life. Do we really have that nowadays? People growing up, big houses, wealthy parents. Well, wealthy compared to what they were like, say, 40 years ago. People, you just got people who, play PlayStation all day. Kids get driven just everywhere. And parents try to make life as easy as possible for their kids, and that's not good. I think that's like turning us into pussies. Like, it's not all our fault. Parents are to blame as well. Like like what my parents, they wanted me to go to college. My dad was like, "Oh, what you need is an office job." When I was 17, I was talking about getting an apprenticeship, and my dad, "You need office job." you know, um, that didn't suit me. Like I went to college for 3 years, and I just hated being sat down all day. And like, it's not really hard work for the most part. Like, I remember a lot of time in college. My dad said, "Oh, but sure, when you're in school, you work 8 hours a day." It's like, no, we're not. Most of the time we're just sitting there listening to a teacher. Like a lot of the time we're not even doing that. We're falling asleep. All right, there's a big difference between sitting there listening to a teacher and actually doing work. Like, that's why I'm planning on going into a job into construction. I'm not a guy. I like to be physically active. Don't like to be sat around all day. That's the thing. Like everyone's saying, "Oh, go to college. College is for everyone." Like I remember when I was in fifth and sixth year, my last 2 years in secondary school, people were saying, like the only thing anyone was ever talking about was going to college. When I talked about getting an apprenticeship, I was like, "Oh no, you can't do that. Go to college. Go get an office job." Like everyone wants. That's what everyone was into. And it's amazing. Like I don't even remember hearing one person say they wanted to do anything else other than go to college. But I think one guy, I think he said he wanted to go into trucking. But the thing was, he did fourth year. Well, I skipped fourth year because fourth year. If you're not from Ireland, fourth year is like an optional year in a lot of schools, so I skipped that year. So like since I was in fifth year, he's in fourth year, so he's a year behind me. So I didn't really talk to him as much after that. And it's like that's the thing. Like we all want this like super comfortable, easy lifestyle, and it's not doing us any favors. All right, it really is not. All right. So you gotta get good work ethic. You gotta get that determination back, the willingness to win.